Hello everyone, welcome back to Digit Innovations. So in the previous video, we have seen the HCL aptitude question paper of part 1, right? So in this video, we are going to see the aptitude question paper of HCL part 2. Okay, so let us start with the questions. Yeah, before going to the questions, if anyone didn't see the part 1 video, subscribe to this Digit Innovation channel, and there you can see every video of particular question paper, and make sure you subscribe the channel so that you can get the updates every day. So when we comes to the question, so a millionaire bought a lot of hats, 1/4 of which were brown. Okay, the millionaire sold 2/3 of the hats, including 4/5 of the brown hats. What fraction of the unsold hats were brown? Okay, the question itself. So there are some hats are there. In that hats, 1/4 were brown. Okay, and they are telling that millionaire sold 2/3 of the hats. That means in the total hats, he sold 2/3. In that 2/3, 4/5 were brown hats. Okay, in that 2/3 sold hats, 4/5 brown hats were there, and they got sold. And what fraction of the unsold hats were brown? So what they're asking is, in the total, like in the total brown hats, how many are unsold hats are there were there, they're asking. So we doesn't know how many hats were there. So by that, I'm going to assume one value. So I'm going to take an assumption of some hats are there, and in that I'm going to remove 1/4 of hats which were brown. So then I'll get to know how many brown hats were there. Okay. So total I'll get how many brown hats were there, and in that I will sold 2/3. That means in the total hats I'm going to sold 2/3, and I'm going to divide 2/3 from the total hats, then I'll get some value. Okay, in that value I'm going to remove 4/5 brown hats. Okay, I'll get to know, if I calculate 4/5 from solded hats, then I'll get how many brown hats were sold. Okay, in the total brown hats I'm going to remove this solded hats. So by removing the sold hats, I'll get the remaining unsold hats, right? So by that, I'll get to know how many unsold hats were there in the total brown hats. I want to find that in a fraction way. Unsold hats by total brown hats. I'm going to calculate. Okay, so let us solve the question. I'm assuming total hats were 1. Okay. Taking assumption is accepted, as I told you. You can take any value, it's your wish. Okay, I'm going to think brown hats. So what they told, brown hats are 1/4. So in this total 1 hats, 1/4 were brown. Okay, and next one, solded is 2/3. Okay, and in this 2/3, 4/5 were brown, and they got sold it. Okay, this is the thing I got to know. So let us see how many brown hats were sold. First thing, let us see how many brown hats were sold. Brown hats equal to how many got sold? 4/5. In So we already know 4/5 are solded hats. How many got solded hats? 4/5 in 1/4. Then you will get the value which is as 1/5. Okay. And total, how many are there? 1. In this one, 2 by 3 were got sold. Okay. Then you'll get 1 by 3. Okay. We got to know 1 by 5 are the remaining ones. So unsold. Total unsold, how many are there? In this total 1, 2 by 3 are sold, then you got the unsold hats. In the unsold hats, you have to find how many brown unsold hats were there. 1 by 4 are the total brown hats, and in this 1 by 5 are got solded. That means 5 minus 4 by 20, which is 120. So 120 is the unsolded brown hats. They are asking the fraction, right? So unsold of brown by total unsold. How many total unsold were there? 1 by 3. So it is totally 3 by 20. So 3 by 20 are the unsolded one, which is option C. See, I'll explain again clearly. First, I took an assumption of total hats as 1. Okay. In that, I got to know in the question 1 by 4 are brown hats. Okay. And I also have the information regarding how many got solded, which are 2 by 3. Okay. In this, uh, 4 by 5 got solded. Okay. In that 2 by 3, 4 by 5 or brown hats, we got to know. That means 4 by 5 brown hats were solded. So you got to know 4 by 5 are solded. If you know how many hats were there, it is total 1 by 4. You total know 1 by 4 brown hats were total, right? These are the total brown hats. In this total brown hats, 4 by 5 were solded. 4 by 5 into 1 by 4. Then you will get 1 by 5. So how many were there? 1 by 5. So that means 1 by 5 got solded. And you already have total how many? 1 is the total hat. In this 1 total hats, 2 by 3 got solded. So how many hats were remaining? 1 by 3. You may ask, ma'am, why you are taking this step? Is there any use? Yes, there is a use. Because in the question, they are asking in the unsold hats, how many brown unsold hats were there? Tell me in the fraction. So total unsold by, sorry, unsold brown by total unsold, we have to calculate. Okay. So because of that, I have took this line. Okay. So I got to know unsold were total 1 by 3 in the total hats. And when comes to this one, brown hats, only brown hats, total it is 1 by 4. And in that 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 5 were already it is done. So you will get the remaining value, which is 1 by 20, which are unsold one. So unsold brown one is 1 by 20 and total unsold is 1 by 3. Then you can write it as in a fraction way, 1 by 20 by 1 by 3. Then you will get 3 by 20. I hope you are clear. Then I'll go to the next question. How many integers n greater than less than 100 are there such that if the digits of n are reversed, the resulting integer is n plus 9. So first we have to know the meaning of the question. So there is an integer n. For example, let us take it is an n, and that is greater than and less than 100. So it is nothing but there is an n value which is between from 0 to 99. Less than 100 means it will take it as 99 only, not 100. So it, in between this one, there is an integer. Okay, there is an value, and such that if the digits of n are reversed, the resulting integer is n plus 9. So for example, if the digit n is reversed means uh, you have to replace the places of those numbers. For example, 31 is there. When you reverse this, you will get 30, right? And that 30 should be equal to n plus 9, they are telling. In this way, they are asking us the question. Okay. I just took it an example. This is not an exact answer. I'm just taking an exact assumption. Okay. So that number should be equal to n plus 9. This is the question they are telling. And when you reverse that, when you take some n number, when you reverse that, it should be equal to n plus 9. How many those type of numbers are there which satisfies these two conditions they are asking? When it comes to the first condition, it should be greater than and less than 100 means uh, they are reversing the digit. That means when you reverse the digit, it has to change the places, right? So that means it should, if you want to reverse the value, you should have the two values. So that means it has to start from 10, 10 to 99. Okay, it has to be in between 10 to 99. So from this 10 to 99, what are the how many integers were there? When we reverse the value of that particular number, then it has to be equal to n plus 9. So to solve this, so for example, A, B places order. For example, this number, this is A place and B place. Okay, A value will always starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It should be in between 1 to 9. Okay, and B value, when you need to find out the B value, here you have to remember this one. When you want to find the B value, it should be equal to A plus 1. B should be equal to A plus 1. And I was telling you have to remember these conditions. When you reverse an n integer, when you reverse the n integer, then also when after reversing also, if it remains same, those numbers are not accepted. So due to that, you are going to use this one. For example, I'm also thinking B starts from A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then AB value will be 1, 22, 33, 44 in this way. So when you reverse this 11, it will remain 11 only, right? So let us take an example, okay? 11, I'm taking 11 as an integer, that integer, and let us see whether it satisfies the given condition or not. I reversed this and you got 11 only, and that reverse number should be equal to n plus 9. That means n plus 9 means 11 plus 9. It would be 20. Doesn't satisfy the condition, right? So after reversing the n number, if you find the same number, that is number is not accepted. So due to that, this condition is came. Okay. So B value should be A plus 1. That means 1 plus 1, 2. Here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 is not accepted. So AB means here single number should be, single number should be. As we told, it should be between 10 to 99 only. If we take 10 here, it would be 9, 10. So which is more than 100. So it is not accepted. They are asking in between 10 to 99 only. Okay. Then the value would be 12 here, 23 here, 34 here, and 45, 56, 67, and 78, and 89. So how many numbers were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 8 integers are there. So let us find whether this condition satisfy the given conditions or not. Okay. I'm taking 12. Okay. When I reverse this, I'll get 21. That 21 should be equal to n plus 9. What is n value? You know it is 12. So 12 plus 9, you will get 21 only. So it is satisfied. When it comes to 23, it will become 32. So 32 equal to n plus 9. That means 23 plus 9, 32. Satisfied. When you check these numbers also, you will satisfy the condition. So the total numbers are 8. So the option it is D. I hope you are clear. Then I'll go to the next question. So an investor purchases shares of stock at a certain price. If the stock increased in price rupees 0.25 per share, and the total increase for the X shares was rupees 12.50, how many shares of stock had been purchased? So we got to know for a single share the price increased at 0.25. So some X shares got increased, and for the total X shares, total money cost is 12.50. How many shares did they have purchased? They are asking. So by this we can convert some equation which is total increase equal to single price increased into how many stocks, how many shares of stock has been purchased. For example, once one share got purchased, then you'll get 0.25, and 2 means it would be 0.25, 0.25, and 3 means 0.25, 0.25, and that means you will get here in this way. 4, then you're going to add other 0.25. If you add, that means rather than adding all this, you can just simply multiply 4 into 0.5, then you'll get the same value, right? So in this way, we're going to, here you're going to what? 1 as the answer. So try doing this. See, 5 4s 20, 0, 2 4s 8, and 10, and 0 is 0, 1. Rather than adding, you can simply multiply, right? So when you multiply X shares with 0.25, then you got the total increase as 12.50. So some many shares were purchased, then you got total increase as 12.50. So X equal to 12.50 by 0.25. So you can write it as 1250 by 225. So which is equal to 50. So how many shares? 50 shares were there. I hope you are clear. Then I'll go to the next question. So at a special sale, 5 tickets can be purchased for the price of 3 tickets. If 5 tickets are purchased at the sale, the amount saved will be what percent of the original price of the 5 tickets? So we can use the like discount they're asking. We can use the discount formula here. Discount percentage equal to discount by market price into 100. So there is a sale going on, and there is some for example, before sale, 5 tickets cost is 5 rupees only, okay, and 3 tickets cost would be 3 rupees only. But for the sale, they're giving 5 tickets for 3 rupees only. So that means 2 tickets you're getting for free. That is nothing but free is nothing but discount only, right? So how much discount you are getting here? Sorry, it is 2. How many you got discount here? For example, 2 rupees only discount. You got 2 rupees discount. Total, they took 3 rupees from you. That it has to be 5 rupees, but they took 3 rupees. That means 2 rupees you got the discount. Market price means actual price, like they are going to market as 5 rupees only. But selling price became 3 rupees. That means you got 2 rupees discount here. So market price would be 5 into 100, 5 ones, 5 twenties. So which is 40%. I hope you are clear. So this is the answer. So they are asking what is the original price of the 5 tickets. In the person they are asking, it is 40%. So next one it is working independently. Tina can do a certain job in 12 hours. Working independently, Anna can do the same job in 9 hours. If Tina works independently and the job for 8 hours, and then Anna works independently, how many hours will it take Anna to complete the remaining of the job? So the meaning of the question is, so there is a particular work, okay, and that work Tina can do it in 12 hours. That means full work she can do in 12 hours. But when it comes to Anna, she can do the same work in 9 hours. Okay. If Tina works independently and for the job for 8 hours, okay, the same work, okay, the same work, Tina, how many hours she was taking to complete the 100%? 12 hours. But now she worked only for 8 hours. That means she completed only some work. How much work we doesn't know. She completed only some work in 8 hours. So they are asking how much time will Anna, that means the other girl, if she works independently, completes the remaining work. For example, in this 8 hours, let us take Tina completed 60% work. Okay. They are asking how much time does it take to complete this remaining 40% for Anna. They are asking. So this is the concept from time and work. There in the previous videos can see you have given days, but here it is hours. Whatever they have given, hours or days or anything or months, anything, you have to do the same process which I have done in the time and work, which is first finding out how much work is there. After that, finding out like in a day or in an hour how much a single person can complete, how many units that like did she complete in a single hour or a single day. We'll go guide like we will find it. And here when it comes to this question, and in this 8 hours how much Tina is completed the work and how much remaining work is there, okay, and that work in how many hours did Anna can complete, this is the thing you have to find out. So as I told you, you have to first find the total work, which is how can we find it? Based on the days and hours, right? 12 comma 9. Which is 12 means you can write it as 6 twos. 9 means 3 into 3, 3 into 3 and 2 into 2. 4 nines, 36. So total work is 36 units. Okay. So let us come to Tina. Ines, she needs 12 hours to complete this 36 units. So let us find in how many hours, like in a single hour, how much she was doing. So 36 by 12, you will get 3 units. So 3 units per hour. So Tina is completing 3 units per hour. And when it comes to Anna, she needs only 9 hours. That means she was completing 4 units in a hour. Okay. So single hour she was completing 3 units. Tina worked 8 hours. I like you. Tina worked 8 hours. That means 3 into 8, 24. So in the 36, 24 were completed. That means how many remaining were there? 12 units. So now this 12 units should be completed by Anna. How many hours she will take to complete the 12 units they were asking. So in a single hour, she can complete 4 units. Then in how many units she can complete the 12 units? That means 4 ones, 4 threes, 3 hours. She will take to complete the remaining 12 units. So 1 hour she complete 4 units, other hour she will complete 4 units, and other hour she going to complete 4 units. 4, 8, 12. I hope you are clear. So the option is 3. So next one it is, a sink has 12 liters of water. Some quantity of water is taken out. Okay. If the remaining water is 6 liters less than the water taken out, then quantity of water taken out is. So there is a sink and it has 12 liters of water. Okay. And from the 12 liters of water, some quantity of water is taken out. I mean, I removed some water, I took out, and they are telling. So let us think, it is the 12 liters. And now I removed some water. Okay, I removed some water. Uh, I removed some water. Then they're telling the remaining, that means remaining this one, remaining this water is less than six less water is 6 liters less than the water taken out. For example, mm, uh, 10 liters I took it out. They're telling the difference between these two is 6 liters difference. Okay, I hope you all understand the difference between these two. For example, here I'm just taking an assumption. Here 10 liters means here it would be 4 liters. So this will be the 6 liters less than. The remaining one is 4, and here this is the taken out water. So how much quantity of water is taken out? They're asked. So total it is 12 liters. Okay, 12 liters. Let us think some taken out water is X. Okay, taken water is X. So remaining water will be. So what is the remaining water in this 12? If I remove X water, the remaining one will be. So in the given condition, we got to know remaining, see, observe carefully, remaining water is 6 liters less than the water taken out. So that means the water taken out is X is less than, that means less than 6. Okay. From the equation, remaining water, you already know the equation is 12x, 12 minus x. So when I take this value to this side and this value to this side, it would be 18 equal to 2x. So x equal to 9. Sorry. So the answer it is, the water taken out is 9. So what they're telling, their difference is 6 liters. So taken out water is 9 and remaining water are 3 liters, total 12, right? So in that 9 liters were removed and 3 liters were there. So their difference is 6 liters, right? So it satisfied the condition. To check whether this answer is right or wrong, we are just going to check the difference, whether it satisfies the condition or not. Okay. Next one. Uh, which is the four-digit number whose second digit is thrice the first digit and third digit is sum of the first and second and last digit is twice the second digit. So first let us write the conditions they have given. So there are four digits. Let us take A, B, C, D. This is a four-digit number. Uh, let us take A as A only. And second digit B is thrice the first digit. Thrice the first digit. That means 3 times. Okay. Next one. Third digit. That means C is sum of first and second. Sum of first and second. Okay. And next one, last digit means D. D is twice the second digit. Twice the second digit. Okay. So this or the condition should be followed. What is that number? They're asking. So here I am just going with the option verification rather than putting some value in A, B, C, D. I'm just going with the option verification. So let us see whether it is satisfying the given condition or not. So when it comes to A, I'm taking A value as 2. Okay. Then B value should be thrice the A value. That means 3 twos. B value should be 6. Okay. Second condition is also satisfied. And C value should be A, which is 2, and B value, which is 6, should be 8. Okay. But it is not being satisfied. So C is not that value, or if only if one condition is not satisfied, the whole condition can't be satisfied. So cancel. So when it comes to B, let us think A as 1 and B value should be thrice. That means 3. Yes, it is satisfying. Okay, accepted. B is satisfied. When it comes to C, A plus B, that means 1 plus 3, which is 4. Yes, it is C also accepted. When it comes to D, it should be twice of B. Twice of B means 2 into 3, which is, it should be 6. Here should be 6, not 9. Then the full value can't be satisfied. So when I take A value as 3, B value should be thrice of the A value. But here 3 is there. 9 should be here. But here 3 is there. Then the whole value can't be satisfied. You have the only one option. It could be the answer. But let us see. So next one, if you take 3, D option. A is 3 value and B value should be thrice of this one. That means 9 should be there. But here you have 6. It is also not accepted. So here starting B value is not satisfying. But here no option is being satisfied here in the question. Then what you have to choose? In this condition, whatever the conditions, most conditions were satisfied, you have to go with that option. When you comes to A and B, A, C and D, Here starting A, B value is satisfied. C, D is not being satisfied. When it comes to C, B is not satisfied. When it comes to D, here also B is not satisfied. But when it comes to this option B, first one is satisfied, second one satisfied, third one satisfied. Only option 9 is not being satisfied. Then you have to choose this answer as the correct one. Okay. If in the option that doesn't give none of the above, you can go with that one. If they doesn't give any of these type of things, check which condition is near to the answer. Okay. I hope you are clear. Then I'll go to the next question. In a straight highway, okay, in a straight highway, two cars starts from the same point. Let us think this is the starting point. Okay. This is starting point in opposite direction. Each travels 8 kilometers. So they are telling here two cars were there. Okay, two cars were there and they traveled opposite direction. So for example, if we think this car travels this direction and this car travels this direction, and both travels 8 kilometers. So this car travels 8 kilometers and this car traveled 8 kilometers, and take left turn, then travel for 6 kilometers. So that means for this car, it would be left downward, right? Okay, this would be the left for this car, which is traveling this direction. So it travels like 6 kilometers downwards, and for this car, the left would be this side. Okay, and it travels 6 kilometers this side. So what is the distance between them now? So we have to find the total distance here. We can't simply calculate 6 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6. You can't do this one. If you want to find out the total distance, there is a formula you're going to use, which is final distance equal to horizontal square plus vertical square. So this is the formula if you're asked to find out two things opposite directions or any distance between them, you have to use this one. Horizontally, how much distance they travel? Here 8 kilometers, 8 kilometers, which is 8 plus 8, which is 16. So 16 square, and vertically here 6 and here 6. 6 plus 6, which is 12. So 12 square. Here it would be 16 square, how much? It would be 256, and 12 square it would be 144, and total it is 400. So you can write 20 square, right? Sorry. You can write this one as 20 square. Then you will get value as 400 only. So square root will get cancelled. Then the value is 20. So option it is B. I hope you are clear. Yes, that was the end of the session, guys. So if you like the video, please comment Digit Innovations. If you need further help, if you need to contact to Digit Innovations, comment down as Digit Innovations in the comment box, and follow Digit Innovation for more videos like this. I'm going to collect different companies' question papers and I'm going to do the videos. So if you want more like these type of videos, subscribe to Digit Innovations, and thank you so much and happy learning. Have a great day all of you.